What's happening, Wargamers? Welcome to another Star Wars Shatterpoint Battle Report. I'm once again joined by Alex.
Hello.
And we have, bringing some more stuff onto the table. We're actually going to see how the Separatists fare against some revamped Empire. So we're going to go check out that in just a second. But in the meantime, if you like what you see here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, or you can support the channel monetarily at patreon.com/AegisBrand or go to iwargame.net, use a wonderful code AegisBrand, save 10%, and get one of these lovely pre-marked maps. But you are here to watch us roll dice and get salty. So let's take a look at the squads. All right, so I see we're back to some staples here for you.
Yeah, I'm really excited to try out new Inferno Squad with new Hask and new ISFs. I know they got nerfed, but I still think that Hask has a lot of legs underneath him. I think that if any other faction in the game had a model like Hask, they'd be running him. Like if droids had Hask, they'd love it.
Oh yeah, I mean, and your Hask has no stamina values.
Yeah. So he just dies immediately. You know, it's great.
Or he just doesn't die. We can't apply.
Or he's immortal.
Oh no. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So it looks like it's actually just both box squads.
Yeah, it's both box squads, kicking it old school. I love every model in here, and I want to try everything new. Let's see how it goes.
Beautiful. And speaking of box squads, we got two box squads over here as well. We got the new and improved Asajj Ventress with Kalani and the B1s. And then we got General Grievous with Kraken and the B2 battle droids. I've been wanting to see how Separatists kind of shake up against Empire these days now when they're not as easily shot off the table.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think I get shot off the table pretty easily, but...
And hey, new Asajj is terrifying.
New Asajj, she has been so much fun to play.
Absolutely.
With new Asajj. So yeah, that is what we have on my side. All right, we are running first contact today. We have the Inferno Squad all set up, ready to go. We have Moff Gideon over there, ready to take what's his, and we got the relentless assault of the battle droids with one very confused B2 that apparently is about to just cap Kraken in the side of the head there. And Kraken is apparently giving orders to go shoot Kalani. I don't know what's going on with my side of the table.
We're
here.
Interrupting a weird civil war going on.
Yeah, there's something wonky going on over here. But Alex, you won priority.
I did.
So yeah, this is going to be all you here, and we got ourselves the nice little arrow.
Yeah.
All right. We are kicking off with the... Jeez, okay.
What a phenomenal start.
Yeah, I think that and Iden are like the best starts you could have looked at for this deck here. That's fantastic. All right, Death Trooper Escort getting the Dark Troopers.
Yep.
I was about to say, why aren't you going up on the elevation? But I just realized it's because you are not jumping.
No, they're just dashing.
I apparently want you to cheat in your favor.
I mean, if you really want me to cheat,
like
I'm not gonna stop you from letting me cheat.
Here, I will help you beat me. Yeah. This is how you do it.
Yeah, we got a cool little hunker coming in.
Yeah, and that definitely puts you on.
Puts me on the point. Yeah.
Yep. So unless you want to spend some force, I don't think you need to do anything else here.
Where I'm at.
All right.
We'll take 3 points and call her a day.
Yes, sir. All right, who do we got in response? The B2s, eh? Don't really like that. All right, we are going to spend 1 force for Relentless Assault. And then, yeah, we'll just get up to there. Then this guy is going to just do a little climby climb.
Which I'm pretty sure gets you within range.
It should,
yes,
yeah.
It does.
Yeah. And then this other guy is, we're just going to like move him into here.
Okay.
Which also puts 2 bodies on the point, but I think gives me another guy within 5.
Sure,
and yeah, I'm just going to punch these ISFs, I think.
All right.
All right, we are going to saturate it in fire as well. So the first one on the ground level, who's a little bit further back, 8 dice.
Ooh.
Oh, B2's coming to play.
Yeah, I'm blocking 2.
You're blocking 2. My expertise here is going to be 2 damage.
Okay.
So that's going to be 4 and 2 damage, which is almost my tree. So that went really well.
Yeah.
So if you would just be so kind as to shove you back.
What if I really don't want to?
That's not how this works. I will follow up as best I can. Then I'm going to reposition. I'm also dealing enough damage to just...
Oh yeah, they're also dead.
Yeah, just a...
This is a key factor here.
Just a murk you here, which I was definitely not expecting. So we're just going to get up there. We'll take that. We'll take that point. I'm also going to pin you.
Oh, great!
But as soon as they wake up, they don't really care. Now I don't have a target.
You don't have another target.
Oh wait.
No.
Boo! Boo earns.
Darn for you. So sad.
I have failed upwards. Yeah, no, I'll definitely take that. That was force very well
ridiculous.
spelled. Yeah. And I will score this back point, that point, that point. I'll score 3.
Yeah.
So boom. Oh, and a momentum.
Yeah.
Momentum. All right. Who do we got next? Mr. Moff Gideon.
I don't think I love Moff Gideon here.
To be honest, I kind of don't either. But I don't know. Do you want to think about it?
Yeah.
Moff hold him back.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer anyone but Moff. And Iden is anyone but Moff.
Hey, I didn't move some of your mooks around.
Yeah.
All right. So this ISF failed to move because of the pin, and then this dude got up the ingress. Hask moved up a little bit, and Iden's now on the same elevation.
Yeah.
And what is she up to?
She wants to choose violence. That's like priority number 1 here.
Well, I mean, you could spend a force for a covert operation.
That is
couldn't you?
super duper the
Yeah.
plan.
That way you still get to, because this also gives you your focus, does it not?
It sure does.
Yeah.
Dash right on over here, and then we're gonna shoot down into this punk here.
All right, I like it. I got 4 dice against this. Fear me, I have 4 dice.
How much health do you have?
I got 8 with protection, so 9 total.
Jeepers, yeah, I'm super not taking you down with this.
She caps at what, 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So,
okay.
Okay, so if you full tree me.
Yeah, we'll stay on burst fire then.
Yeah.
And we'll not get an extra dice anymore. My full tree is so much less consistent now. Anyways, it's still 9 dice.
All right. And either way, you take the point back from me, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, do
I do something else cheeky here?
you remember to add your dice for focus, right?
I did,
And
yes.
sharpshooter 1?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll do one more cheeky thing. One more force expenditure. You're exposed.
Oh, no!
I want revenge. I'm not getting revenge.
I'll block 2.
Okay. My 1 expertise is a crit.
Okay.
And then you block 2.
So 4 go through, it looks like?
Yeah, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It could be 8 damage if I reapply the pin, but that's not enough.
Oh, is it a pin and an expose you put on me? I thought it was
No, it's just the pin, but she has 2 pins on her tree.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, it's 'cause you can instead of doing the first pin, do an expose.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think I need to at least get you off of this point.
I mean, it's your point regardless, right?
It is, but I could dive her up and try and take your back point. No, I need to hang back.
Yeah, you don't want to, like, Grievous is right here,
Grievous is right there, yeah. So yeah, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. We're going to pin you and expose you.
All right, so I'll take 6, pin and expose.
Yep.
And then Iden has 1 more action.
Yeah, we're just going to hunker, like so.
Just into the crate.
Yeah, just into the crate, and
Yeah, and you'll score 3.
I'll score 3, put us back on 0.
And we both get some momentum for that. All right, who do we got up next? We got the B1s. All right, so the B1s, we're going to climb up here like that. And this fella is going to go hit this ingress point. Just get like right on up here.
Right up there.
The big thing is that it puts me within 4 of this guy. So I can actually take advantage of combat AI protocols.
Ooh.
Which I really like, because I always forget about that stupid move there.
Yeah.
But it also means I get the extra die from my Kalani ability. Starting with the back one, I got 8 dice into what, your 6?
Yeah, my 6.
Okay, here we go. Droids are coming to play today.
They need to stop.
Jeez.
Block 3.
My 1 expertise is just going to be extra strike, so 4 go through, which...
Oh my god.
Good grief. You have protection though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be... I'll deal, after protection, 3 points of damage. I'm going to expose and strain you.
Oh, that's okay. I was feeling okay about that, and then I very much did not.
Yeah, but I also got the reposition, which... Yay!
And are you ending in engagement with me?
Does that matter?
I have a hunker.
Oh yeah, then I'm going to end with an engagement
Yep.
with you. I forgot about that hunker. And now we got a second shot from the other B1s going into the trooper here. So 8 more dice.
Okay, that's better. Finally.
You're exposed.
I'm gonna cry.
Sorry, dude. So yeah, so 3 will go through then, which is going to be 3 more damage. I'm going to reapply the expose.
So 4 more damage?
It'll be 4 total, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're at 7?
Yeah. Because 3 plus 4 is 7.
That's right. I put the strain on you, not the. Yeah, I went the top route. I could have put one more point. I could have done 4 in the last one, and yeah. But I also got my reposition, so we're just going to get right down there.
Yeah.
We've reapplied that, and then combat AI protocols kicks in, and you actually already have both the conditions I can apply. So I don't know. Strain. Take 1 more point of damage.
Sure. I'm alive on 1.
Yep. And the B1s will successfully take this point.
Sure will.
And I will score 3 again.
Yeah.
Boom. Droids coming out swinging today.
Sure are.
Gideon coming down to reserve.
Yeah, we're going to start with Smug Determination. That's going to get this guy to dash.
He lands on a droid.
There's no landing point down there?
Not over here. There's a landing point like right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that doesn't put him on the point, sadly.
Rat. Okay, that's unfortunate.
But Gideon also then gets to...
Yeah, Gideon gets a cool dash as well. We're going to pop up this ingress point.
And now he gets to do his advance, which would put him on the point.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about where I want him to be. Because if I get him onto that point, I do just win it, regardless of shooting you. And I kind of want to take out the B2s if possible.
I don't know if you have range.
Neither do I. He's range 4.
Oh, yeah, you definitely don't have range then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, unfortunately you don't have range. And does he have any way of repositioning himself? He does not.
If I do the 2 damage to you, which is...
Oh, yeah, you
get
the dash.
Iden dash, which should get me there.
I don't know, because if you have to get within 4, I don't know if the dash gets you through this pocket here.
Yeah, it's a good thing to check real quick.
Yeah, so Moff's committing to the violence.
Yeah, we're committing to the bit. We're going to take a move action to right here.
Yes, sir.
And then we need to do 2 damage to an exposed and pinned...
I think that's what, like 2 successes?
It's
1 success?
It's 1 success if I flip over to my other side and get an expertise. So we're going to flip over to Moff Gideon's self-interest side.
All right.
And shoot you with 7 dice.
Sounds like fun.
I think I may have gotten them.
Yeah, I don't, you got crits, I have no crit negation.
3 expertise is crit, strike, pin.
Well, I mean, I'll block 2.
Okay.
But,
all right.
Yeah.
So
oh, wait, no, I'll block nothing because I was exposed.
Okay, so 5 will go through then.
Yes, sir. So I am good and deactivated at the moment.
Yeah, that actually worked out way better than I thought.
All right, so how much damage are you doing? Because we're in the mission that this is actually important.
Yeah. I am going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to you, which then gets reduced to 3.
Okay.
Because I'm going onto my bottom tree. I'm going to shove you twice. Choose not to follow up either time.
Bob Dole don't like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's getting closer to Hask.
And getting further away again.
Yeah, there we go.
I will not be following up.
Yeah, because you want the distance.
I'll also be getting 2 recovers, which is going to be the strain and a damage off of the Death Trooper escort.
Sure.
And then I also have a reposition at the end of this tree. So we're just going to get right on over.
Oh, geez, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And then Iden's identity is also going to trigger.
Yeah, so my dash, yay. The recover is the big part, is I'm going to recover another damage off of the Death Trooper escort.
Sure.
And we're going to put, I believe, a strain onto the B1s.
Ah, my poor B1s. They had it coming.
Yeah.
They really had it coming.
They really had it coming. And yeah, I'll take this point back. I'll score a momentum for killing you.
And then score 3.
Score 3 and get another momentum.
Yes, sir. All right. Very nice. All right. Up next, we got the Shatterpoint card.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. Got options, but we're going to shuffle it back in, and instead we're going to top deck Kraken. All right. Kraken is going to select the B2s. This one's going to try and move and strip the pin. And this one is going to just take a walk up the ingress point.
Yep. And I think if you get good and over there,
yep,
you engage and I lose my hunker.
Yes, sir. And then Kraken himself, unfortunately, doesn't have a whole lot he can do because I'm not going to be able to get within range of anyone here.
Fantastic.
So Kraken's just going to walk up there. He's now has protection and steadfast. We're going to spend 1 more force. We're going to do a tactical network. And yeah, we're just going to take a... Yeah, we're going to have these guys dash, I guess, and make a 5 die, I guess 6 die attack into, I don't know. Ooh, actually. We're just gonna have.
Oh no.
We're just gonna have him dash right down there, and we're gonna take an attack into the Death Trooper escort.
Oh no.
6 dice coming in.
Okay. I'm blocking 3.
Do you have crit mitigation?
I do not.
Sorry, sir. I'm gonna deal 3 and a shove.
I'm dead. Because I reduced that to 2. Oh no. Wait, 3 before protection or 3 after?
After protection.
3 after protection?
Yeah, because I'm dealing 1 point of damage and a shove, and then 2 damage from my expertise.
No.
So
I'm dead.
And to make things really rude, I'm going to combat AI protocols you as well, because both of my B1 battle droids are within range 4.
Okay.
And we're going to apply the
strain.
I don't know, maybe the expose.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah, and yeah, that sounds like fun.
Rude.
I'm gonna get some momentum for that.
Rude.
Oh hey, I take the point.
You sure do.
I sure do. So I will then score 3.
Yeah.
Bunk, like so. Good job, Kraken. You did a lot better than I thought you were gonna do that round.
Rude. I hate it.
Okay. Back over to the Empire. Dark Troopers.
I can work with this.
Yes. Yeah. No, that's very fair. What are the Dark Troopers up to?
The Dark Troopers are kind of accepting that this struggle's really not going my way, and we are going to focus on setting up for next time. So we're going to start by having this guy punch a B1 battle droid.
Oh, not even going to move first.
No, we want to punch you in the face with a robot.
All right. So bring it on. Add 1 more die because I've got something you want.
Oh my goodness.
I think that was a fail that you knocked into a crit there.
Okay. So, this is a really bad roll then.
I'm going to double check the footage then. 1 sec. Scratch that was a crit. We reviewed the footage, which I think was a very important thing.
Yes, because...
So my amazing defensive roll means nothing.
Yeah. My expertise gives me my 2nd crit, and yeah, we're just going to do 3 damage and a pin.
So I'll take 2 and a pin?
Yeah.
Because I got protection.
Rude. Why would you do this to me?
All right. What's the other guy doing?
Shooting you.
He's going to shoot
with a gun.
Hey, I got an extra die for this one. Ooh, Dark Troopers are malfunctioning today, it seems.
No.
So you'll get a crit through, I guess.
Nope.
Are you serious?
Shooting. That's 2 strikes, baby.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. So the B1's just friggin' heroes of the Separatist Alliance, I guess.
Sure are.
Oh, that was rude.
That was so bad.
All right, somebody needs to run a diagnostic on these Dark Troopers here.
2nd action, this guy's gonna walk over on my back point and feel sad.
Oh, yeah, they're okay.
Because we're not winning this struggle, boys. Not with attacks like that.
What's this fella doing?
I think he's just gonna hit this ingress point.
You know what's happened here, right? You know, the Separatists have showed up and they've broken out like an old DOS machine that the new Empire doesn't know how to deal with.
Yeah.
And they've just uploaded a virus like Independence Day. Kraken and Kalani is actually just Will Smith and what's his I can't remember the actor's name all of a sudden.
Well, I haven't seen Independence Day, so I can't help you.
What?
I'm a youngin'.
Oh, I feel so old. I think my bones just crumbled in my body a little bit. Crying out loud. You'll score 2 off that.
Get a momentum and call this struggle a day.
Yeah, because I just score out immediately, it looks like. And who do we got? You know what? Out of all the people to pull at this point,
I think that's the best for you.
I mean, it kind of feels like the best for me because it means both Asajj and Grievous are still. Oh, and my Shatterpoint.
Yeah, your deck is now Shatterpoint, both primaries, and I'm terrified.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. Kalani just gonna walk up here and yeah, you know what? You know, I am actually going to do this.
Hit the ingress point?
Yeah, hit the ingress point instead.
Absolutely.
And let's see, do I still have range? I do. So I'm just gonna go fishing for a free tactical network.
Yep.
So this is going to be an 8-die attack going into an exposed Death Trooper escort. So here we go.
Yeah, that's how it's going.
Oh, jeez. And then my super pistol. What does my super pistol do here? A crit and 2 strikes.
Sure thing.
5 go through.
Which is your free tactical network by a lot. It's also your tree.
This poor little guy here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna shove him back into the bonk like that, and we'll just follow up once just to get to there. And
do you want the reposition or more conditions on this guy?
Do you have any out of sequence attacks that you can do?
No.
So Maybe I don't know, does the reposition do anything really for me?
Go stand on the middle point or on Aiden's point.
Yeah, you know what? We're just going to reposition. Yeah, we'll take the reposition and we're just going to like reposition like right on... Oh, actually, we're going to reposition right here.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
we're going to reposition right there. And then I got a free tactile network.
Sure do.
We're going to tactile network the B2s into Aiden here.
So you got a punch or a shoot into her?
We're going to shoot.
So down there?
Yeah, we're gonna go down there. So 6 dice coming in. That's gonna be 5 into damage.
I'm gonna block 4.
All right. So only 1 into damage. So that's gonna be 2 damage and a pin and a shove.
Okay.
So that's well, we're just gonna shove you back.
Yeah,
so
she
you
doesn't quite hit the edge there.
Yeah, we're just gonna get you back there, and I'm not gonna bother following up with that one. I think they're happy with where they are, and that is gonna be the struggle.
Yeah.
All right, struggle number 2.
We've got... This sure was not the plan. Yeah, this thing's right.
No, this has definitely not been going according to plan here. So yeah, we got the wide diamond or the narrow diamond. It looks like, and then
I think I want to do the narrow diamond.
And what is this? Each player chooses an ally unit, removes up to 1 wounded token and 3 damage. Hey, B2s.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough. So which one are you doing?
I think I'm doing the tighter diamond going this way because that puts Aiden on a point, and sorry, it puts this Dark Trooper on my back point.
Yeah, you got to
gives me some things that I can do with the activations I have left.
I think both of us basically have 1 point.
Yeah,
is basically what happens because I got this point over here with Kalani, which I'm glad I moved him there now.
Yep.
But otherwise, yeah. It's just 1 point for both of us.
Yeah.
All right, back to Inferno, and we got the ISFs waking up.
I can work with this.
All right. First ISF.
He's going to take a move action right over here, get just within 5 of Mr. Kalani.
Did you have any conditions on you? You would have dropped them anyway. Yeah, because I think I would have... Yeah, no conditions. We're good.
If I had 2 conditions, I lose 1 when I wake up and 1 from Special Forces conditioning.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm A-okay. This one is going to only do a dash because he's engaged.
Oh.
Or no, you're down.
Wounded.
You're down.
I'm wounded, yeah.
What am I even talking about? I don't do anything like the sort.
You are definitely not going the direction I thought you were going to go here.
No, I need to kind of deal with the whole board right now.
That's fair.
So this one down here, starting with him, we're going to shoot into Kalani.
All right, well, nothing I can do about that except for face tank it. Only 4 dice. These guys are not very defensive.
I've got a cool 6 die, and I get to turn a fail to a strike.
All right. Bring on the hurt.
Let's turn that fail to a strike. The other one, 1 expertise is a crit.
So I'm blocking 2. So 3 go through, it looks like.
Not bad at all. That's going to be 4 damage and a pin.
Okay. Yeah, that is definitely something that's happened to him.
And then we've got another shot coming from this guy.
All right. Let's see if you can't finish the job.
No fails to convert,
that's
but
a
1
good roll,
expertise is a crit.
That's a very good roll.
Yeah.
If you full tree this, I think you got Kalani because you
I
got
don't think I'm full treeing, but I'm definitely getting 4.
I need to block 2.
Yeah.
I'll block
2.
I'll block 2, thankfully.
So I'm getting 4. How much damage do I need to do?
6 to take him out.
How about
you can reapply the pin, which
how about
takes
6 and reapply the pin? 5, reapply the pin to make it 6.
There we go. That's what makes sense right there.
And then I have a reposition as well. So we're just going to take that reposition to this ingress point and then bop right down.
Yep, and I don't think I have any of my B1s on there.
Nope.
Hey,
speaking of said B1s, that's also a trigger on Aiden's identity.
Yes, sir.
So that's going to get a cool little...
You want to just apply damage to him? Or?
Yeah, well, the 2 conditions I can give you are disarm or strain, and I could disarm you, but I'm not really that...
So damage?
Yeah, we just do it. We just reapply the strain and damage you, and then I get to dash like right over here.
Okay.
And call that a very successful activation by the ISFs.
Hey, that's a momentum and 3 right there for you, right?
Is.
Okay. All right, we're gonna keep on that one, and we have Asajj. All right, Asajj is gonna move on up, and then we are going to Dathomirian Dexterity
For a jump.
Which I hope engages me.
It sure does.
Oh yeah, that definitely engages
Oh
me.
yeah.
So let's get cracking. All right, 8 dice into the ISFs.
Finally, let's get a good
that's
defense roll.
I'll balance it out by just rolling 4 fails. Well, let's see. I got 3 expertise, so I'll get 3 crits through.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So it's not great. So the question I have to ask myself, do I just damage stack you, or do I... oh man, one more success would have also been a free push. Or do I condition stack you and put 3 points of damage on you? I think what we do is... do you have the Shatterpoint card still?
My deck is the Shatterpoint and Hask.
Shatterpoint and Hask, eh? I don't see you Shatterpointing the ISFs. I don't think anyway. So we're going to damage stack you.
Okay.
So take 6.
Jeepers.
Yeah, take 6 points of damage. And that is going to be... Sadly, that is going to be a Saj all done. I don't actually take the point back.
You'll score
0.
nothing? Fantastic. Yep. Get a momentum for that.
Yep. No, this particular scenario, we're just gonna end it quickly.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, who we got?
The Shatterpoint.
So, do you Shatterpoint or do you pull Hask? Because we know Hask is up next, right?
Yeah. It's a good question.
We'll give you a moment. All right, so the Shatterpoint's being used?
Yes, I'm going to use the Shatterpoint, which means the Clever Ploy goes off. Yep. I'm going to be choosing the Death Trooper Escort. He's going to remove 3 damage and his wounded token.
Yes, sir.
And then wake up.
I'm going to wake up the B2s.
We'll wake up the B2s. So
I'm going to wake up the B2s.
3 damage.
Oh, actually, no.
Yeah, because they were over.
We're gonna wake up Kalani.
Okay.
Because they just, it's not even so much that they're over damage. Like they'd only get 1 back.
He also removes a condition, so that that pin falls off.
All right.
And now I get to Shatterpoint, and I think I want to Shatterpoint with Aiden.
Okie dokie. All right, you got some guys to move around here.
Yep,
Are you within range of the this ISF down
This
here?
one I believe so. I don't believe
What is it,
so
range
on the other
3?
one. 4.
4? Yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
are.
He's just going to boogie on over this away.
I actually don't know where your other ISF is.
He's way over here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, remember you got that reposition?
Yeah, that's right.
She is going to take her dash right over here.
Yes, sir.
Then we are going to focus and shoot Kalani.
Yep. That I mean that makes a lot of sense. Like try and take him down again, right? So, because if you don't, I'll just take this point back.
Yeah. So it's 7 normally, +1 for focus, +1 for sharpshooter.
9 total.
9 dice.
Bring it on. Good roll. I'm blocking 2.
You're blocking 2, so 4 go through.
Yep.
I think I got you.
That's 5. Sir.
That's 5.
That's 5.
I think I got you.
I don't know. Can you do 5 points of damage in?
And a pin and an expose.
Yep. So how much damage are you doing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You're going to deal 6 points of damage to me?
And pin you and expose you.
Oh no, that pin and expose. It was nice while he woke up for a little bit there. But I mean, he forced you to kind of look at him, right?
Through?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a pin and exposed.
I mean, I don't think I'm waking him up again.
Stay down.
Oh wait, sorry, you said a pin and expose?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Stay down.
Right,
and then we have a leadership trigger.
Yep. So you're gonna dash,
I get a
apply
dash
condition.
and then put out a condition. I also get to do a recover, so she's gonna peel damage off herself.
I think you strain Asajj.
I think I strain Asajj, yeah.
Yeah, I think you dash, you strain Asajj.
I just want to be just within 4 of her.
So that is also the struggle, by the way.
Yeah, that is the struggle.
Yeah. So
we'll just dash right up to there and strain her.
Yep. Okay.
And close out the struggle.
Yes, sir. All right. So there we go. Final struggle, and we got. Ooh, this one's interesting.
Yeah.
Your backline is pretty much all yours, so we're clearly choosing this one.
I would not actually have this one or this one.
I
would only have this one.
Oh, interesting. So we're definitely going to choose this bottom one here for me. And secondary units reposition on the Shatterpoint. And what do we got? We got Mr. Grievous. Grievous going to be nice and simple. We're just going to get up here onto the Ingress point, and we're going to shoot some ISFs here.
Okay.
I had all these grand plans, and your level head convinced me.
Yeah, to just do a murder.
just do a heckin' murder. One success into the ISFs is all I need.
Block 3.
That's pretty good for you. My thing here is going to be 2 crits go through.
Okay.
So yeah, take 4 damage, a shove, and a pin. So I guess we'll just shove you right back, and we'll pin you.
And I'll die.
And I will get a momentum and take 2 points. Oh, you know what?
Oh, I know what.
I get to recover twice as well. Doesn't really matter, but so he recovers twice. For some reason, I was saying, it's like, I get to refresh force. No, you're not a force user. That's not how this game works. And we'll take this point, and we'll take this point over here. Yay! And your Dark Trooper will take that back point.
I shall.
Okay. All right, and we got Hask. What can he do for you?
I've got an idea, but I need to do some measurements first.
Sure. What Hask up to?
Hask is going to spend a force for his tactical advance to just climb up this ingress point here.
Yes,
Make sure I'm using the correct amount of movement.
Wow.
Oh, I am just having a day today.
Somebody's not happy with Hask.
Get out of here. Well, I hope he gets really much better than I'm hoping for, because he gets a free focus and sharpshooter.
Okay.
We're going to shoot into Asajj, and I'm going to remember coordinated fire this time to strain you for an extra damage.
All right.
And we've got 9 dice.
All right. Asajj says, bring it on.
Okay.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. My 4 expertise is going to be crit, block to fail damage.
Block to fail. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Well, I'll block 2 and I'll turn a crit to a strike. So you're going to get 4 through?
4 through, which is not quite the tree. How much health does she have left?
8. After you apply the 1 damage from the
1,
strike.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh,
no. Success.
Yeah, I can't kill you. Oh, wait, no, I have an extra damage on the expertise tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can kill you.
That's also another strain if you do that.
Yeah, that's the strain I'm counting the strain as a damage.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have the extra damage on the expertise tree.
You're just going to murk her?
I can just murk her.
Okay.
Yeah. I will take a murder.
Yep.
Murder,
so
good.
I'll give you a focus or momentum.
Yeah. Well, first, we're going to do a shove into you. That's
I hit
not
the wall.
crazy, but I do get a follow-up, and that's important for me.
Okay.
Because now, I also get a leadership trigger.
Yep, which I think puts you within 2 of...
I think I'm going to hit the ingress point, because I think that'll do it. Just like...
Yep. Oh yeah, you definitely hit the ingress
Yeah,
point.
we'll hit the ingress point,
that's for sure.
take this back point, and we'll use the leadership to do a recover that doesn't do anything, but put another strain on the B1s and damage them again.
Sure. All right.
And
you'll score
good
2.
task. Yeah, I'll score 2, put us on 0.
You get some momentum.
Did you give me a momentum for the murder?
did.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
I did. All right.
Good task.
Good task.
Yeah.
And long live the Empire, just to strip the pin off the ISFs.
They're already down, so they can't take the damage, and I'm about to refresh the force anyways, so it does nothing other than remove a condition from my team.
Sure. All right. Well, we know we have the Shatterpoint coming up next for me, and each of us get to dash or reposition a secondary unit. Yeah. All right, Shatterpoint. We're gonna wake up Asajj.
So before you even
Oh yeah, that's right. We got Kalani's just gonna try and move and get rid of that pin.
and I'm gonna have Death Trooper escort reposition.
Coward.
Yeah, he's closest to death, and he has the movement to get back there later.
All right. And Asajj is just going to chase down the DTE. I'm just going to chase down like to the max of 2.
Yeah, I think you're almost there now, but let me.
Yeah, I don't need to be like right within 2 here. Sorry.
There we go.
Yeah. So we're just going to
just within 2.
Yep. There we go. And now we're going to just punish the DTE and hope for the best. So this is, I'm still in Jarkai, so this is going to be 8 dice going into DTE. 2 successes is all I need.
I'm blocking 3.
You're blocking 3, yeah. I'll get my 2 successes then.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, so we'll take him down. I'm going to refresh a force for that. Yay! And you're also a secondary, so I get to do a fancy reposition.
Rude.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to reposition, hit this ingress point, and just have words with Hask.
Yeah.
That went away when she woke up. Yeah, just get ready to start dealing with Hask, I guess, there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, I do also have Dathomirian Dexterity, which...
could get you on the... You might as well.
I might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to refresh force anyway. So we're just going to Dathomirian Dexterity right over to the other side here. Yeah, right on the point.
Yeah, now you're actually on the point.
Yeah, and we're just going to do that. And Asajj feels good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Score 2?
I'll get a momentum.
Oh, yeah.
And score 2. And there we go.
All right.
All right, we've shoveled up Moff. Actually, Moth is who I think is your best activation
I think
right
he's
now.
quite solid.
So, yeah. Dark Trooper.
Yep.
Where's he going?
He's going to get dashed off of the
Oh, no.
identity. Drop the tool.
Yeah. And then Moth gets to dash as well. Get him outside of range 2 of the B1s there. Mm-hmm. This is when I tell you got like Super Commando B1s. They have the thing where you take damage if you walk out, right?
Yeah.
So.
And then we got to take a move action, which I think it just has to be over to this side to hit the ingress point.
Well, you want to be able to tie the point, right?
Yeah, but I think I'm going to have to do that by going through his tree.
Oh,
to get
yeah.
the shoves.
I guess my B2s are kind of body blocking a lot of... Okay.
I don't actually make it to the other side of them.
Okay.
Going this way.
I thought you did.
Yeah.
I thought you did.
So did I, but we'll just hit the ingress point.
Sounds good. All right, very self-interested Moff Gideon going into Kraken here.
Yeah, we got 7 dice for you. Ain't bad. Ain't bad.
I think that gives you your crits, though.
It gives me
a crit and a pin.
A pin, yeah.
Yeah. So I need to block 2. Mm-hmm. That will not block 2.
That will not block 2.
That will not block 2. That was awful.
That blocks 1, so I'll get 3 through.
Importantly, it gives you your shoves.
Yeah, it's a total of 3 damage and 2 shoves.
Well, I'll take 2 damage because of protection. Yeah. Just right back?
Yeah, shove you right back. My first follow-up on the shove into your steadfast just hits me here.
Yep.
But the second one gets me down and onto the point.
Yeah. Which is actually good, because I thought I was off the point, but I guess I was close enough that 1 still kept me on.
But I am a wins ties man, so that's pretty cool.
That's actually really important for you, because it does mean that I'm not getting momentum for this one.
And then because you're still on the point, I really don't want you to just like walk someone else on there and take it. So we're going to spend a force for Long Live the Empire.
Okay.
We're going to have this guy, who I probably should have done this first, so I could coordinate fire strain you. Reposition.
Yep.
Right into the pocket.
That gets him on. All right. Very cool.
And he'll take 2 damage for that.
All right. So because you're now scoring 3 and you're and you hold, like it's back on your side, I'm going to
shuffle the objectives around.
Yeah, I have no. These are already like pre-shuffled. I'll just shuffle them again. Yeah.
It's one of them.
It's one of them.
Is that
boom? It's now or never.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's okay.
Yeah.
All right, so all the new objectives are up here. You got the Dark Troopers on this center point as well.
Ooh, I do, yeah.
Yep, so you are sitting on 2 points. And who do we got? The B1s. No.
Spending 2 force to reserve them?
Yep.
Yeah.
I am actually just going to reserve them.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I am just going to reserve them. And Asajj.
Yep.
So Asajj always gets to reposition. I was worried there for a second.
Yeah, she got that cool new ability.
So she's going to reposition to hit this ingress point. And
Fantastic.
then we are just going to Dathomirian Dexterity.
Down the ingress point?
Down. I don't even care about doing it down the ingress point.
What the heck? Won't even climb down the ladder.
Yeah, no, she's being fancy. She's being extra. Wow. She used to fight Anakin Skywalker. She has learned how to be dramatic AF, man.
I think that taking the ladder, even though you don't have to, is dramatic AF.
So yeah, we're just gonna toss 8 dice into the Dark Troopers. See
Sounds
if I can't do 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
So here we go. Oh, in the box.
Okay, I'm blocking 4.
Jeez. Okay. My 5 expertise is going to be 2 crits and 2 strikes.
So your 3 crits will go through?
3 crits go through. So thankfully, I do it.
Okay.
I needed to do 6 damage to you, so I do it. I take you down. Again, 1 more success would have been really nice, because that would have been a friggin' free force push.
Yeah. And how many damage did you actually do?
6.
Just perfectly.
Well, 5 after protection.
5 after protection.
Yeah,
okay.
5 after protection.
So it is perfect kill because we're in the struggle where that matters.
Yeah. I will get a force back for that,
Rude.
Which is really nice for me because I've been spending a lot of force. But I'll also take this center point.
Yep.
Yay!
And this one remains mine even though you knocked him down because it didn't flip. The control token stays.
Control never flips on that one. So I will score 1 momentum, and I'll score 2.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, Empire has Mr. Hask.
Do I like him right now?
I don't know. I don't know if I like him, to be honest. We'll give you a moment. All right, Hask's going to do a heckin' murder.
Yeah, we're going to try. We've got a...
Are you doing a covert operation?
Advance? Or covert operation, sorry.
Into the... And then shooty shoot into the B1s?
Yeah, we super need these guys to be dead.
Okay. Would you like to spend the force for coordinated fire? Are you within range? Okay.
No, the guys have taken off at this point.
All right. So I got 4 dice. 3 crits is pretty darn good.
3 crits is good, and that expertise is
another crit.
Crit and a damage.
So I think you got him.
I think I got him.
I'll block 3. So those 4 crits go through.
You're dead. Because I need to do how much? 6?
You need to do 6. Yeah, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm actually going to go on the bottom tree because I can do...
So which one were you shooting? I guess you were shooting the one you could shove?
Yeah. So that will be 2 shoves and a dash on top of this.
Okie dokie.
So...
And that's going to be a momentum for you. And now
the follow-ups don't go anywhere,
Yeah.
but the dash sure does.
Yep, and then he's going to have Iden's dash as well.
Yeah, I think because I'm getting both dashes.
So you have to do...
Oh, I have to do this
the
one
order
first.
of auto operations. Yeah, you got to do...
If I could do it, Iden's dash first, I'd love to dash over there, put a condition on someone, then run back.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to really be able to... You might be able to condition onto Kalani.
Because the range is 4. So yeah, I can dash down to about here.
Yep, and toss a condition onto Kalani.
Yeah, which will be a strain, I suppose.
Okie dokie.
Oh no, a disarm at this point. I need that super pistol to chill the heck out.
I think that's very fair. I mean, I just wake up and take the disarm off, but
Then you'll still be exposed.
we're getting to a point in game where I'm not sure expose really bothers me. But anyway, yeah, you'll score 2.
Yep, and you already gave me a momentum?
I did.
Thank
I
you.
did, in fact. Okay, very nice.
Yeah.
I want the B1s, but I'm going to top deck into a Shatterpoint.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. So we're shuffling it back in, and we got Kraken.
Okay.
So Kraken's going to have these guys move. This guy's going to attempt to move first, and then this guy is actually just going to be the one who actually moves.
And eats the strain damage.
And eats the strain damage.
Jinkies.
Yep. So when they wake up, they'll have no conditions on them. And then Kraken himself is just going to move back onto this point. And I hate giving you this opportunity, but I'm going to shoot Moff Gideon.
Yeah. If I get 4 expertise, it's something good for me, but I don't like the odds of that.
Yeah. So I don't like this. This could really backfire on me. Very good roll. I mean, it's all expertise.
It's all expertise.
But, oof.
So I'm going to block 2 and turn a crit to a fail.
2 and a crit to a fail?
Yeah.
Jeez. That's rude. My 1 expertise is just going to be a crit, so I'm going to get 4 through on you.
Okay. Can you pin me?
I hope so. Yeah, so you're gonna take 3 damage. You're gonna get pinned, which is important.
Yep.
I'm gonna shove you just into the wall. I don't care.
And we're also going to be repositioned to get rid of that pin.
Yeah, but I also got a free tactical network, which I'm gonna follow up.
Which puts you in range.
Which puts me in range. And oh wait, do I want to give you this opportunity again?
Tactical network doesn't have to target the same person.
Doesn't it? I thought it did for some reason. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You don't have to give me the
All
opportunity.
right. I'm definitely not then. And the B2 is just going to take a 6-die attack into Mr. Hask here.
Also blocking great.
I think I'm just, unless you have crit mitigation, which
He's
you
blocking
do,
3. No, he
take
doesn't.
one point of damage. Oh no, you don't have crit mitigation.
No, do not have crit mitigation. I block 3, I recover, and I reposition.
So you're going to take 2, and I'm going to shove you.
Okay.
So we'll just shove you right through the... we'll get you to there.
Okay, I will recover a damage, and then I'll reposition, I think, just back to here.
Sure. All right, not as amazing as I would have liked, and that wasn't a combat action, so no combat AI protocols kicking in there.
Got him.
And I will score 2.
Yep.
There we go. All right, what we got?
Iden.
Miss Iden. Okay. All right, so Iden gets to dash around.
Yeah, this guy's just going to take a little trip this way.
Sure. Just get him into a better position.
Yeah. And then she herself is going to dash back to here.
Okay.
Then we are going to focus. And we're going to pay a force for ID10 Seeker Droid to put an expose onto Asajj.
Okay.
And we're going to take a focused shot into you.
All right. I think you need to full tree to take Asajj down.
Yeah, and it is only 8 because I didn't get the sharpshooter from covert operations.
Okay. Not a bad roll.
Not a bad 8. Oh, you're exposed.
Yep.
Beauty.
You might have actually just taken her
My 3
down.
expertise is 2 crits.
Yep.
And then you block 1.
So I think you only get 5 through.
5, which is not the full tree.
Okay.
How much health do you have?
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I can do 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9?
Go top tree.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Yep, you go top tree.
Top tree, I pin you, I kill you.
That was really bad for me.
Go Iden.
That was really bad for me, actually.
Very good for me, yeah. So we're going to commit a murder. We're going to gain a momentum for that. We are going to get a leadership off of that.
Yep.
So she's going to dash up to this middle point.
And
now I can take it. And we're going to
3.
recover a damage off of herself as well and put a condition onto, I think, Kalani. We'll put a strain on him.
Okie dokie. This game is starting to get away from me, actually.
Yeah.
Oof, okay.
Iden just turned that around.
Did she ever? I mean, I should have been able to block at least one more off that. That was rough.
Yeah, you were exposed, but that was a rough defense die.
I mean, it was 2 fails, 2 exposes, and 1 block, right?
Yeah.
Like that was rough. Yeah. But there we go. We're flipping the objective. And we have that bad boy going on again. Okay. We're going to choose this one right here because that's going to finally turn off that annoying point.
Yep.
And then a whole bunch of other things are going to adjust. And we're going to top deck. I don't know if I like that. All right, Grievous is going to activate. We're going to roll up over here. And I'm going to take a pot shot into someone, which I think it's going to be Iden.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to risk you rolling 4 expertise and stealing this back point from Kraken.
Fair enough.
Which would be very bad for me at this juncture in the game. So 7 dice into Iden.
Iden's got 5.
Sadly, I'm not a battle droid, so... Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no, indeed. Because what's your expertise doing for you?
No, you're fine. Yep.
It might be worse than that. What's your expertise doing for you?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. You're blocking it all.
I'm blocking 2, getting a
done.
recover and a reposition.
No, seriously, done. Oh, you're blocking. Okay, so I get 1 through.
Block 2, recover, reposition.
So you take 2 damage and you reposition. I shove you.
Yeah.
So we'll just, I don't know, shove you this way. No, I think that's game right there.
Yeah, I can't.
You recover the pin.
Yeah, I recover the. Or no, that was on Asajj.
Was it?
Yeah, because I shot her.
No, it was right next to Iden, so.
Yeah, no, Iden was also right next to Asajj. Yeah, we recover one of the damage you did and we reposition. I can't go up, but we can reposition to like here and kind of center on the point.
Yep, that was awful. Well, I guess appetite for destruction and we hope for the best.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. All right, let's see if the B2s can salvage this. Okay, so that's going to be 2 damage going through to you no matter what.
1 expertise is 2 blocks.
So a crit and 2 damage is going to go through. So that's going to be 3 damage and another pin, or another push, sorry.
3 damage on top of the 2 from the...
No.
3 damage total? Okay.
3 damage total, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I always try to give you in totals.
Fair enough.
So we'll just do that. And then my B2s winning if they ever decide to wake up. We'll just get over there. And sadly, that's that. Are you still within 2? Yeah, it looks like you're still within 2 of that point.
Oh yeah, by a good margin.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll still hold on to that point, unfortunately for me, and because your defense dice have decided to just kind of go crazy.
Yeah, they've picked up towards the end here.
But the problem is that is game.
Because you score 1.
I score 1. You just have to wake up and take 1 point.
You do gain momentum.
It doesn't matter. You wake up and you take 1 point. So
and we've got the Dark Troopers who can spread out.
So there we go. That is the game right there. Came down to the wire. Unfortunately, my last few activations did not do the work they needed to do. So it is an Empire victory, but it was, I did do hard-fought victory for you.
Yes.
You really had to work for it. I also want to say Inferno Squad's still really darn good.
Yeah, I want to say that Hask felt actually like quite solid during his own activations, and his identity didn't come up a ton, but when it did, it was still valuable.
The thing is, you still have movement out the wazoo, right?
Yes.
Like you constantly were moving around, and that's now, admittedly, like I probably went into you with a less than, well, I don't want to say less than competitive, but like Separatists have always kind of struggled against the Empire in this case, and this game really showed it.
Yeah, we're kind of playing very similar games, and sometimes I can use my tools a little bit more effectively than you.
Well, no, we're not playing similar games. Your game is I move everything whenever the hell I want to move them.
That's true, yeah.
Where unfortunately I was in a position where I wasn't able to move and leverage my guys the way I wanted to.
No, you moved up your supports really, really early, and they had solid activations when they did, but that meant that, Kalani wasn't moving them as well.
Oh, but that itself was fine. The flop was kind of hurting me a little bit. I wanted those B2s to show up.
Absolutely.
So badly. Those B2s showing up would have been just massive for me.
Yeah, we were talking about that whole lead up to Grievous's last activation was those B2s solidly could win you the game just by spreading out and taking you 3 points.
Yeah, and again, unfortunately, top decking Grievous at the very end there, and then failing to. Oh my goodness, that was such a bad attack into Iden.
Yeah, my defense die early on in the game really allowed you some early momentum, but they turned around towards the end.
They did, but I mean, my attack dice also turned around near the end there, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, the dice curves were fine. I don't think either of us really got diced here. I think what actually really won you the game was your ability to pivot and respond to certain things.
Yeah, the amount of movement that Iden's identity gives you and the amount of movement each of these characters has really opens up some doors.
Moff moves, Iden moves, Gideon can move, Death Trooper moves. You got 4 guys who move people on your team, right?
People, yeah.
Admittedly, I got 3 guys who do it.
Yep.
But it's just yours is you have a lot more capabilities on Iden being able to move him off of a wound is huge,
Iden
right?
moves someone off of a wound. Her identity moves up to 4 models, which is crazy. Or her tactics moves up to 4 models, which is wild. Moff can move people with his tactics and Long Live the Empire.
Also, I just want to say, Moff being a winning ties was just backbreaking in this game for me as well. There was a lot of instances where I
got to leverage that pretty well today.
You did. It was rough for me to deal with. Asajj never making it past her third success on her tree also kind of hurt a little bit.
She was really scary, but she didn't really get to follow through on that.
Well, I mean, she did refresh me some force. She did.
She got some wounds, but she never took command of the board the way I was expecting her to.
Well, she's not supposed to, right? The thing is, unfortunately, because of my early success, she was never able to easy to pick off people.
Yeah, you started off picking them off pretty quick.
Yeah, I was really hoping that taking down the ISFs when I did would have had a much bigger impact on the game than it did.
Yeah, they wound up being a much later pull.
Yeah. Now, it makes me wonder if I should have gone with this bottom one right here. The problem is if I went with the bottom one, you still take that point right there, and Grievous is forced to walk over.
And this point back here, which
and that point back
would
there
have stayed on, and because it never flipped off, it was still mine, even though the Dark Troopers were down. Yeah, no, that was kind of backbreaking.
Well, I wouldn't say it was backbreaking, but it was definitely an annoyance. It's something I would have had dealt with in any game, right? But it was one of those things where unfortunately Grievous was just so out of position. Yeah, I really wish I had positioned better earlier here when Grievous was activation, because what I really wanted to do was I wanted to move Kraken over, hit this ingress point,
which he was just trying to do,
and get him up here. Yeah, I think with where he was right about. He was maybe half an inch out or something like that.
And if that head worked out for you, then Grievous is up in people's face and he's doing the game he wants to play.
Grievous walks over here and has words with Moff Gideon. Yeah. Right? And all of a sudden Grievous is a force you have to deal with. Yeah. Which unfortunately he was not in this particular game.
He was really out of position, and your force expenditure meant that he couldn't scuttle.
So, you've brought up my force expenditure a lot. I never actually felt the lack of force, to be honest.
I was feeling it on your behalf, and I understand that you really weren't feeling it, but I think that 1 or 2 extra force here or there would have really changed the game for you.
It could have, but I also think that every one of my force spent was force well spent, to be honest.
I don't disagree with that.
So I honestly don't feel like I was really hurting for force. Yeah, 1 more force for a scuttle, cool, would have been nice, but it also wouldn't have taken that point. It would have just tied it with Iden. Right? Maybe I do something to Iden and knock her off the point, but with the way my last roll happened anyway, I wouldn't have been doing anything. So, it's one of those things where I wasn't feeling the lack of force here.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think if anything, Grievous just being so out of position hurt more than anything else.
Yeah, that was really rough for him.
So, because even if I had the scuttle, I don't get up onto this elevation at all, right? So I still have to get into combat. And let's be honest, if I got into combat, I'm switching over to my quad arm attack anyway. Yeah. Which, geez, it shoves on 3. And with the way I rolled, I wasn't getting there anyway.
Maybe, yeah.
So, yeah. It's just one of those things. I think what I really wanted is I wanted those B2s.
Yeah, those B2s would have been big for you.
The B2s would have been big for me. Also, at the end there, maybe I should have gone with the B1s instead.
It was a discussion. We really weren't sure about it.
Because the B1s, because what I probably could have done with the B1s is, you know, get one B1 to take that point. This B1 maybe get out of engagement. Oh yeah, you know what? This B1. Where is Hask? Oh, you've moved Hask.
Oh yes, I picked him up. He was just on the edge of 2.
Yeah, so this B1 like gets out of engagement type deal. Gets 2 successes maybe.
Gets that reposition.
And yeah, gets over here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have hit the ingress point, but
I think you had a world where you could have, but it was still dice dependent, and you weren't really loving that.
reposition on 2 though.
Yeah.
Reposition on 2. It's just I didn't want to have to make a punch.
Exactly.
That was the big thing.
Yeah, you didn't want to be forced into punching because that would have felt bad.
But that might have been the proper one, because if I could have gotten the oh no, because I would have still had to move, because the thing is I would have needed the second movement to get up there as well, right?
I think there was a world where you could have done it, but you weren't loving the odds where you had to punch.
Well, the thing is that, yeah, like one of the guys would have had to punch, and yeah. I could have taken this point, which, okay, cool, I'm then scoring 2. I needed to score 3.
Yeah, and scoring 2 was actually the really big problem for you, because if you scored 1 more, then sure, we both gained momentum, but that's where we...
I was already on the proper momentum there. You moved me earlier.
Up here.
Yeah, which, I mean, you then...
a really bad position for you.
Yeah, because you would still be holding this point right here, so you would just need to take back 1 point.
I would need to take a point or kill a guy, and my options there are wild.
Well, killing guy actually would have been difficult for you.
Okay, killing guy would be difficult, but taking any 1 point...
ISFs or Iden wake up, go over there. Even the Dark Trooper gets
Dark
over
Trooper
there.
goes in like, okay, cool, move, rocket boots, hunker, I'm over there.
Yeah, so you get over there no matter what. So the B2s are who I really wanted.
Yeah.
Because one B2 basically would take this point, the other B2 would take that point. I score 3, and then I also maybe punish one of your guys along the way there.
Yeah.
So that was something where I was really hoping for the flop. And considering it was like, I had the Shatterpoint and the B2s, I had a 50% chance there, and did not pull it. Yeah. Well. Either way, though, it was a good game.
Fantastic game.
Not quite as good on first contact as I was hoping the Separatists would be. But then again, I think a lot of that came down to Grievous was horribly out of position, and you were able to be where you needed to be when you needed to be.
Sure was.
Yeah, so there we go. Alex, good game, man. Had fun. We'll see you guys next time. Happy wargaming.